Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Volt, Demon Alchemist, Hellion, and creator of the webcomic The Alchemist Collective. Happy New Year, everyone! I'm so glad to be back and making new videos. Also, I hope you guys like my new haircut. I got this customizable model from Isa23. They're a wonderful artist. Go check them out. Links in the description below. Help me. This is my second time making this video. I hope that this works this time. Today I'm painting a jellyfish monster boy in watercolor. I had this footage for a while, so I thought I'd share it now. I'm excited to talk about 2026. This video is going to be laying out some goals for this year, but first I wanted to talk to you about how 2025 went. 2025 was trash. So if you're wondering where I went or what happened to me during that year, kind of a lot. So for those wondering, I actually made some incredible friends despite the year being a little rough. I also I tabled at an event, SPX, and it's kind of a bucket list event for me, and I wasn't expecting us to table there, but I was pleasantly surprised, and we had a great time, and that's where we met a lot of really wonderful people. People that we had known previously online, we got to meet there. It's just nice to know comic people, like, all over the place, so it was just nice to be able to get there, and we really want to do that this year again. And it doesn't even have to be tabling, even just to attend would be great. I stayed consistent with my comic, and I will continue to do so. I'm really excited about what's to come for this year. I also completed some projects that I started. I started a short story and also another comic. I won't disclose those in this video though, but I'm really happy to have them finished, and I should feel more accomplished than I actually do. One of the things that I want to work on is celebrating my wins. So yeah, I also started streaming consistently on Twitch. Now, Twitch has been also a great place that I have met other wonderful artists and people on, and I will continue to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. I've had a couple of health things that I had to take care of last year that I'm still taking care of, but for the most part, I'm okay, and I hope you are too. I hope that this year will treat you well or better than last year. I don't know about you, but like I said, it's hard for me to track my wins, especially when I'm in the thick of it. I feel like I'm always on the move or doing something or other, and when I look back on everything, I really have to find the things that were like, yeah, Volt, that was a win. Celebrate it. So for the 2026 goals, I really want to just keep consistently doing the stuff that I already been doing last year instead of piling on too many new things, because too many new things will mean more expectations on myself, and I don't want to do that. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully that'll compound over time, and before I know it, a lot of the things that I am doing just become, habit, not goals, but habits, So I'm going to be, first of all, continuing comic consistency. So for those of you who don't know, or if it's your first time watching my channel, I make a webcomic series called The Alchemist Collective, a fantasy mystery comic which follows Damokos, an alchemist who, upon returning to his home city to start fresh and open an apothecary, finds himself still entangled in his past, which threatens to become unburied after a fated meeting with a mysterious foreigner. So links below if you want to read it. It's still ongoing. I've been working on it for quite some time now, but I want to continue being consistent with it, and I really still enjoy the story. So that means planning accordingly. So tracking my progress and showing up and opening the file to work on it, this is like a part of my almost daily schedule already, so it's not really an issue for me, but habits are formed out of repetition, so I will continue to do it. I will admit there were some months that I kind of fell off scheduling my work time, and I want to get better and back on track with that. And I have a new planner to do so. I have the Common Planner by Sterling Ink. I didn't shoot for a Hobonichi this year because Hobonichi is getting a little bit expensive for me, especially since I want the Japanese version of it, and I can't really afford to keep getting like overseas shipping and costs, especially with the tariffs and shipping and everything only going up and up. So yeah, there's that. So next, I want to stay consistent with Twitch. Last year, I really dove into Twitch and I'm honestly having a blast there. This goes hand in hand with my comic art consistency because I will often stream my progress there and talk about it. I've gotten so much done in those streams and it really helps me stay focused. Plus, I get to connect with people like you. And if you're interested, catch me every Tuesday and Saturday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Thereabouts, like 3 or 4 hours long streams. I like people to come in and chill out and maybe even get some things done alongside me. We yap about lore and characters a lot there, so find me on twitch.tv/Voltergeists with an S at the end, because Voltergeist, singular, is taken. Whoever you are, give me that name. Anyway, that's my Twitch plug. I did it. So the third thing, are we on the third thing? I think we're on the third thing, right? The third thing is painting. I did a lot of painting last year and plan to continue it. I've been looking at oil painting and with any luck I can start small learning it. Right now I've been loving watercolor and gouache and I'm really happy with the progress that I've been making. I think it's refreshing to switch between digital and traditional media. Sometimes I get like digital fatigue and learning on paper is where I started, so it's good to come back to that. I'm really enjoying like the outcomes of the paintings that I've been making, and soon you will see more of that, especially on this channel. I want to start adding in more and more traditional painting, especially now with the rise of like quote-unquote AI generated imagery. I really want to start getting back into painting and doing more tactile stuff with my hands. I mean, not that I'm not drawing with my hands already, but sometimes since I'm primarily working with digital media for my comic, sometimes I'll have like, okay, yeah, this is the stuff that I do and it's kind of automatic to me. And so traditional media kind of switches it up for me, switches up my routine and keeps it fresh. So yeah, more painting in 2026. The next thing is keeping a sketchbook. I'm back at it, keeping a sketchbook again. This is something I really fell off from and mean to get back to. Like I said, I enjoy traditional media and it's very good to get away from digital output for me sometimes. Plus, I just love filling sketchbooks. The end result can be so satisfying and personal. I don't have any sketchbook filling goals though. That would just invite stress and I don't want to do that. I don't want to like be like, I'm going to finish 2 sketchbooks this year. Like, no. I'm not putting any numbers on it anymore. I just want to keep one for myself and share as I'm comfortable. I use those Royal Talons ones. They're affordable and can take light washes of wet media and dip pen fairly well. You'll definitely be seeing more traditional art on this channel, like I said, for sure. Just watch this space. The last few times I did some sketchbook tours, I think I'll just save those for my patrons. So yeah, maybe you'll get like a sneak peek of sketchbooks, but I think sharing it can be a little bit daunting for me. So yeah, that's the plan with the sketchbooks. I got 2 this year, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun in those. So next up is YouTube. Hi YouTube, hello again. Hello YouTube, my old friend. As you can see, YouTube is another thing I'm really trying to get better at. What'll happen is I hesitate a lot over the videos I make and then I'd be inconsistent. And then after uploading a handful of videos during the year, all with random topics, all related to art but not necessarily cohesive, I'll get discouraged and then stop for the rest of the year. And you know, I'll be honest, YouTube is hard, y'all. You work really hard at editing videos and putting together an outline or a script and then getting the footage and making sure everything is just right and like all of that and the thumbnails and just putting it out there. But I think it'll be easier if I just made videos that I know a handful of my buddies would like and just start there instead of having any of these other expectations that I put on myself for what I want my channel to be. I like the idea of having a channel, but editing and posting videos is really tough for me. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to use my voice better in general. I feel like I get lost in the static and murmur and overall noise of the internet, and it's really hard for me to speak up about the work that I do. And so YouTube is one of those platforms where it's like I could just say shit and I don't really have to worry about who's listening because I'm a very small channel right now, and I figure if I just talking to my friends, then that'd be easier for me to conceptualize than expecting to speak to thousands of people, because a couple of my videos have popped off and there have been comments in which there have been people who are like, yeah, this is really cool, and people who are like, man, this sucks. And it's like, well, you're not this is not the video for you, my fellow denizen of YouTube. But overall, I'm trying to get better at everything and putting my voice out there and my work out there because, you know, I really stand by the work that I do and the things that I say generally. And I have an idea of the direction I want to go with it now after trying so many things with the channel. I've been insistent mainly because I like to have videos on my channel. Note, I said I like having videos on my channel and not necessarily like editing them, but I just need to start making them with no expectations, and that's that. So what I think I'm going to be doing, again, is a bit of restructuring of my channel. I've been dormant for a while, but I think I'm going to turn it into a hub for where I can put my comic lore and such for the Alchemist Collective. So if you're interested in that and you're a reader or want to become a reader, just hang tight. Last up is Patreon. Patreon is the thing I want to be able to continue to work more to earn more via my comic and my art in general. I've recently restructured it earlier in the month so that it's not too overwhelming for me to put out too much extra work outside of what I'm already doing. If you're familiar with the Alchemist Collective or any of my other work, you get to read pages early and get access to bonus comics and lore as they are released. Discord membership and monthly exclusive streams on in-depth lore, Q&As, and other fun hanging out stuff. So like if you wanna join the Patreon, you can also join the Discord, and then I'll do a monthly exclusive stream for my patrons, and it'll be fun. So visit patreon.com/Volt for more details. Link below. And that's it. That's my plug. My goodness, I really have to get comfortable with this. I'll get used to it. I promise. I mean, I better. I want bulgogi. Anyway, most of the stuff I've been doing since last year, but I want to ramp it up for this year. So anyway, I wanted to talk about these things in an actionable way and not just be like, oh, I want to do X, Y, Z, because it's easy to write stuff down, but then not put those things into action. That's why I have a lot of footage of me actually doing the things, and so I'm gonna keep doing the things, and I'm gonna keep revisiting and reassessing my goals as the year goes along, because one of the things that a lot of people make the mistake of doing is that they'll write a goal down or several goals down for the year, and they'll bite off more than they can chew, or they'll look at the goals after they write them down once in the year, and then they'll forget to do the actions that are required of them to achieve them. So I just want to keep this kind of as a running document and a testament to the things that I am doing and the things that I am working at to improve myself. And there are a couple of other things that are more personal goals of mine that I probably won't share here because they're not relevant to the art projects that I'm doing. Yeah, I think that concludes this video. It's nice to be back. Just tell me in the comments below if you're a New Year's goals kind of person, and if not, that's cool. I know there's a lot of pessimism around New Year's goals and resolutions and all that. I don't really resolve to do things. I just kind of try to keep doing the things that I did before and maybe give it a little bit more oomph. So yeah, if you guys feel like sharing what you want to accomplish, art or otherwise, do leave a comment below. It really helps the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more about the Alchemist Collective, more lore stuff, more character stuff. I would love to share that with you now that I have a better direction of where I want the channel to go. I've said that for the past like maybe 2 or 3 years, but I'm pretty stubborn, so I keep coming back. And as ever, take care. Bye-bye.